Recording in progress.
As I hack right in the middle of it.
Hi, Flosstube. I'm Carrie.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Sarah.
And we are Three-Trails-Stitchers.
Yeah, we are.
We're all kind of
We sure are.
folks. Yeah, so happy Labor Day weekend if you are in the States. If not, happy Sunday.
Happy whatever you're celebrating. We're just celebrating the fact we don't have to go to work tomorrow.
Right.
I mean, pretty much. So yeah, it's been a crazy week. So, you know, life. Yeah,
It's crazy.
A 3-day weekend is good. So, you know, we have an Independence every Labor Day weekend, except last year. They do this big festival called the Santa Calagon Days. Because if you've been watching us for a while, you know that we're like the Queen City of the trails, which is where the Santa Fe, California, and Oregon Trail all left from here. And so we have this thing called Santa Calagon Days, which sounds charming.
So charming.
It's not charming. It's like
Amazing.
huge masses of unmasked people that just all up in each other's faces. And I mean, it is. When we were little, it was a big deal and we loved going. But it's just.
There used to be like handmade crafts. There used to be these huge craft tents, and most of the stuff
Yeah,
was
it's not
very
like that
handmade by
anymore.
people. And now it's just kind of junk that they find and they sell, and it's kind of a
Yeah,
chance
like
people who have a
siding
side
groups
hustle
and-
to get up
Yeah.
and do things, and it's not really the crafty kind of things. And they used to do like they'd have little like actors that would kind of act like trailsmen and things like that, and they don't really do that anymore. And so I mean, it's just kind of
Yeah, usually now it ends in like a drunken brawl or something like that. So.
Apparently there were already 3 shootings this weekend up there. So
Yeah, it was
and they weren't the reenactors.
no.
So
So
most people, like most of your average people that live in Independence, probably avoid it like the plague, although we have to stop saying avoid it like the plague because people are not avoiding it.
Right.
So yeah, we used to go a lot when we were little, but it's probably been 10 years since I've been up there.
Yeah, I haven't been since high school.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time.
Long time.
I went one year. The last time I went was with my friend Becky, and they used to do bingo in the garage of that Commerce Bank that's up there. Well, yeah, it's not really the bank anymore. They just have the ATM. Anyway,
Examiner now.
Yeah, and I won bingo. Becky loved playing bingo, and so I went. She's like, "Let's go play bingo." I'm like, "Okay," and I won like $50, which is the
And
only.
that's why we don't ever do things with Carrie, because
Ever won
she
anything.
want to win something, and Carrie,
Right. She wins.
she has great grandma Clement's luck. We don't.
I don't think. I don't feel like it.
Well, you have more of it than any of the rest of the family does.
I should have bought a Powerball ticket this week.
You should, because it's like up a lot. Like we could, all 3 of us retire off of it.
That would be amazing.
Dude, I'm playing.
Then we could just stitch like it was our job.
Right?
Yep, that'd be nice. So anyway, so that's our news.
Midwest
There's not
moment.
much news. There's not really good news. You know what I mean? Like it's just not. It's been one of those weeks. So, all right. So finishes. I have one finish and then like one. We need like a name for like a Sal finish. I guess like
Finish for now. Finish.
Finish for now. Yeah.
So this is my finish. This is
So cute.
from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Squad Ghouls. Last week I finished the zombie girl, and this is the little witch girl.
I love her.
I
So
really
much.
like these. I even
She's
like
so
the
cute.
border. I like doing the borders, even though I hate stitching borders usually. So I will probably do the other 2. What's left is a Frankenstein and like a Dracula. And I think they have names, but I don't remember what their names are. I feel like when it came out, they named them. Somebody probably knows. Oh, and that's on a 14 count Ada that I dyed with. I think it might be denim blue, like real, just a quick dunk. And then my finish for now, my Sal Clue finish is I finally finished. I was way more ahead on this for a long time, and then I just got behind.
Oh, it looks so good.
It really
Finished
does.
this part of the
I love the monkey. It's amazing.
follow It's like the Follow the Yellow Brick Road Sal by Little Dove Designs. And this clue was the witch and her crystal ball and the monkey.
Yeah, the flying monkey is amazing.
That's just not natural. Monkeys aren't.
I know, but he's amazing.
I only have one more clue, which I'm gonna guess is probably the Emerald City and the Wizard, or maybe, I mean, there has to be the Emerald City, right?
I would assume so.
The only other thing I would think it would be the wizard and the hot air balloon.
That's the other thing, yeah. Like
Yeah.
it could be the hot air balloon, but then you're skipping right over
Emerald City.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to guess. I don't know.
I've
I don't know.
When's
enjoyed
the
that.
next clue come out?
I think they come out on the 15th, so honestly, not that long because I was behind. So I had started it and then I sat it aside like when school started and I was overwhelmed. So those are my finishes.
I have a finish for now. I finished the first little part.
Look at you, girl.
so
The Witchy
cute.
Stitchers cryptid Sal. I love him. He's so
I
cute.
love him too.
So cute.
And it's nice that it's a pretty fast stitch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it still took me a couple days, but
I
and
think,
this is just tea dyed fabric that I did.
I think
but
that he was like what, like 30
Adorable.
by 35 by 60 or something like that. Not that.
Yeah,
Very
he's super
cute.
Yeah. So that's my finish for now. It's the only thing I have.
He's number one.
He is number one.
I have nothing. I didn't do anything this week. I'm not gonna lie. Today was the first day I picked up any stitching, and I'll show that when we get to whips.
Yeah.
I'm
Sarah's
sorry.
had a bummer week too. What
So
happened?
everybody's
Sarah?
having a bummer week.
Sarah's AC is out.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
So
fine.
good.
Why I'm sitting here in the dark. I keep looking over. Right now it's only 75 degrees in my house, so maybe I can keep it there.
I mean,
68.
yeah, August in Missouri is not the time you want to run your air to stop.
No, but at least we're having
Or
kind of like
September, I
a
guess
little
it's September.
cool snap. Like
It is. It's kind of like and the humidity actually outside. I just got home from mom's a while ago, and the humidity is not terrible. I think. I mean,
Yeah.
if this was happening a couple of weeks ago, I'd probably go stay at mom.
Oh yeah, be miserable.
Or find a hotel that accepts cats. I don't know.
Right.
Right. The cats probably my cats would probably be thrilled if it was warmer in my house.
That's
Yours
true.
would. Mine right now are okay, but every once in a while they get a little pissy.
Whips. We're moving on to whips. Cool whip. So what I've been working on, I finished my Wizard of Oz thing Friday night. I stayed up and finished it. I stayed up too late because I couldn't believe I finished it. And then yesterday I started the new clue for
Oh yeah.
Tiny Modernist when witches go riding, Sal. And
It looks so good.
pretty close to done. All I have is it's not the moo laughs. It's
So it's not a cow laughing at you.
but I just
No,
moved my Q
the moo
snap.
laughs.
So I have the in on moon. I have the word and after laughs, a little ghost, and then like this gray viney stuff. I mean, I really don't have much left.
Yeah, you've really come along on it pretty
Yeah,
fast.
I'm kind of glad I'm keeping up with it. And I'm assuming that the last clue is going to say whispers, 'tis Halloween, right? Isn't that how
I think so.
That or 'tis pumpkin spice, one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally pumpkin spice.
So part of me is like thinking that today when I was stitching, because there's no orange in it, I'm like, what if I did the word Halloween and some kind of cool fancy floss? But I don't know, because then maybe it would distract from.
Well, just wait until you see
See it, yeah.
doofus.
So that's my whip. That's it, because I worked on it.
Okay, I have a couple. So I started, and I don't know how you'll be able to see it. So this is the
yeah.
Dracula of the frosted pumpkins, like Carrie's been doing. That's
I love
what he
that.
looks like.
They're so cute. I need to get those out.
So I've been working on it off and on, and then I got a little bit more done on my, there's the needle, on my Silhouettes.
Oh yeah.
Just love that.
So
Oh, Jazz Hands Pumpkin is still my
I know,
favorite.
he's so
isn't he
cute.
cute? He's so cute. So those are my, and then a little bit ago, I picked up to start, oh, Carrie, what are they called that you stitch the hands-on designs?
Oh, it's like signs of the season, bright this way.
Yeah, I have like 2 rows on it. I just forgot to grab it and bring it in here with me.
What?
So those are my whips.
By the way, my Wizard of Oz is on Fiddler's Cloth, and this When Witches Go Riding is on 14 count Hazy Gray by Fabric Flare, although Hazy Gray doesn't look like this.
Oh yeah, this is Be Stitch Me. It's called Sleet, and this is, I don't know who it's by, but it's called Tropical.
I love that.
It's
Oh, okay. I was looking at oranges on 1, 2, 3, and it brought up tropical, and I'm like, well, it looks like, I'm not sure that's the color I'd like, but I bet it's that color.
Yeah, I bet
So
it
I
is.
think maybe I'll order some of that. Sorry, Sarah.
That's okay. So I did some stitching last weekend just on my cryptids, whatever I showed you guys last show. And I had all these, I was gonna, stitch 30 minutes every night, and I didn't. I just came.
It's okay. It's allowed.
I think, I don't know. I'm just kind of in a little mood. But anyway, so today, since I was going over to Mom's for a little bit to kind of cool off and take advantage of her air conditioning, I grabbed my Oracle Sal from the Facebook page, and I started.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually behind. Clue 4 and 5 have come out. So I started Clue 4.
Ooh, I like that.
I love that.
Yeah, it'll come down and create, I think, the corner. And then Clue 5's out, and I'm not exactly sure where it's going to go, but I'm loving this little bat. He makes me super happy.
He's so cute.
And so I will be stitching the rest of the evening on this, and probably tomorrow, even though I kind of really want to pull out those portraits. And
I know they're fun to stitch.
but I think I would like to get caught back up on this, since it's the only Sal I have been caught up on, because now I'm officially behind on cryptids.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
There's no rules.
Yeah. The world is behind on
After
cryptid.
me, good luck.
That bat looks like the post tops from the Haunted Mansion.
It does. I think that's what it made me think of. And I could seriously see myself charting out his other wing,
Yeah.
making him
Oh,
a piece
yeah.
of 11 and making him a little like stuffy thing. Because
Yeah.
That
I
would be
really
cute.
want, Mom and I were talking today, because Carrie had mentioned on the Witchy Stitcher page that she wanted to see the next cryptid. Oh my God. She wanted to see the next cryptid because you might turn them into ornaments for your tree.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I was talking to Mom about that. And while I would like to have a new Christmas tree, I literally have no place to put it now that I've rearranged my house. And so I'm thinking of just doing like bowls and baskets and putting tons of little things in that. And so I almost I'm kind of with Carrie. I kind of want to wait and see what the second one is. And if they're all kind of being little squares.
Yeah, I think that's how they're going to be, because there's so many
I
of
may
them.
do them that way instead of do them all on one piece.
It's because you cheaters just don't want to do the border.
Sarah's like halfway done with the
I'm
border.
halfway done. I've got half
Wow.
on each side.
Oh my
I
God.
may still go ahead and stick with it, because my goal eventually is to have every part of wall covered with wall hanging. So I may just go ahead and stick with it, because it'd be a good size one to hang up behind me.
That's true. It is going to be good size.
But then I could also restitch the little cryptids and do
Excuse me.
that's plans for another life.
Yeah.
I understand
All I've
that.
been doing nothing.
All right. Haul. I don't really have much haul. I did get my, sorry for the crinkle. I think it's okay to show because it came early, or late last week or early this week.
Yeah.
So our fabric of the
Oh, I
month,
forgot to grab mine.
and
I
she's,
tried to grab mine too.
yeah, she's posted a picture of it, so I think it's fine. to
Yeah.
show. My fabric of the month from Brandy at Be Stitch Me is called Garden Party.
It's so pretty.
I love it so much.
It's pretty amazing. I think it would be
Yeah.
good for, I mean, it's good for so many things. I do think it'd be a good Halloweeny fabric, but I also think it would be good for something springy or even,
Yes.
I just think it'd be good for a lot. I did email her after I got this and I switched to 14 count because
Yeah, I'm happy I switched to 14 count.
Yeah, I know.
14 is really like a 16.
yes.
We're 16
Yeah.
like an 18.
Kind of teeny. And then yesterday I just wanted to go somewhere. And so I went to, I don't go anywhere in my own town because we don't have a mask.
Because we're full of cooties in our own town.
Yeah, we don't have a mask mandate, and it's like living in an alternate universe. So I went to, but our county does. Our city, it's very confusing. Our city is separate, although I don't understand it. But anyway, so our county does have a mandate. And so like I'll go shop in neighboring cities where they do. Anyway, so I went to CC and Company in Blue Springs and I bought some floss for, oh, I know what I bought it for. Isn't that awful? I need to put a note in it.
You really
The Tiny Modernist Christmas Sow.
Yeah, it's so cute. Or
Yeah, the colors are really great. And I
Colors are
couldn't
amazing.
find, the only color I couldn't find was really tealy. I need like 2 skeins of that. So I'm gonna have to find it somewhere, but look at this fire color.
That's really pretty.
that.
So it's like fire. There are some DMCs, but it's fire, this Carrie berry.
Ooh.
You get like 2 skeins of this bean sprout, which I think is all the green, the trees, greenery. And then ocean, you get some ocean.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah. And then the teal, and then the like white, and then $9.50 and $37.99 are the other colors. Anyway, I did order fabric for it, but for some reason it's not shipping. I think it ships like tomorrow or Tuesday probably. So, and then they had the Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornament magazine. So I went ahead and bought myself one. I will say, I told Sarah to take a look at mine before she decides, and I will tell Whitney the same thing. I think we're just Halloween-y people. And so like, I love the Halloween one. And this is great. Like there are some great ornaments, but it's just, not as exciting to me as
As the Halloween stuff.
yeah. I mean, there are some cute things. I really like this little barn.
Oh, that's cute.
But it is what it is. I always buy it no matter what. So I always, you know what I mean? Like I stood there and looked through it and was kind of like, meh, and I still bought it. So it's just what we do as cross stitchers, right?
That is what we
Right.
So anyway, that's my haul. Oh, I did buy patterns online. Sorry. I only bought like 2, I think. So let me find them real quick. So I don't think this will spoil anything really, but this is the first part of the Tiny Modernist Christmas Sow that I was talking about.
It's gonna be cute.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's gonna say, because it says the stockings were hung, so I'm guessing it's gonna be, the stockings were hung by the chimney with care.
Yeah.
I did buy the, I don't know what they call them, tiered tray tidbit, the new
Oh, cute.
That's
thing.
cute.
And those are always really affordable. And then I don't think I have an image of this. Oh yeah, I do. I bought this one, 8-bit Stitch, who has a website, and I think they have an Etsy store, was doing a fundraiser for Planned Parenthood because we don't have to watch The Handmaid's Tale anymore, folks. Happening. And so all of her like uterus patterns were you could buy it and she would donate to Planned Parenthood and match your.
Oh, that's nice.
So this one says my uterus is for decoration only, which is hilarious and accurate. So that's what I bought.
I bought, after talking about it last week, I bought the little Dracula Woodsy Kate guy. He's so adorable. And he has all these little like embellishments with him that I didn't realize. So it's got like a little bat button and all kinds of little stuff with him. So
That's cute.
I'm gonna dye some fabric to do him on, but he's super cute. I'm anxious to start him. And believe it or not, that's all I bought.
Mhm.
I've favorited a lot of things that are just awaiting my decision to
Yeah.
pull the trigger, but that's my haul.
I don't have any haul either.
I'm waiting for my expo stuff to come in.
Your what?
The expo stuff I want.
Oh, yeah. I have some things I've asked Cece to hold to get for me. And I know there's more expo things I'm gonna want, like pretty much everything Lindy Stitches showed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all the cute stuff.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff.
yeah. So it's probably good we're not going to Galleria, so I can spend that money that I
Right.
did for Galleria
Yeah.
on stuff from Expo.
Yeah. So what was I gonna say? Oh, let's do the giveaway winner and then we'll do plans. So
Okay.
last week we had a giveaway for our 1-year Flosstube anniversary. And we chose our winner right before. And I don't remember, I think her
It
comment
is Bridget Shamrock.
and her comment, her favorite patterns that she's seen are like the cat's meow, all of the different cat patterns that the designers are doing, which I concur. Those are great. So
They have some good ones.
Bridget Shamrock. You can, Sarah will put our email address in the thing below and she'll probably comment on your
I
comment.
will.
And then just email us your address and we will ship it out to you as soon as possible, which might be a bit because life and school.
Maybe I have not gotten any sewing done and I want to get a big bag and a small matching bag. That's not small. And a small matching bag to made to go with the patterns. And so I might one night this week, because I think all the Halloween fabrics at Carrie's, and I said I'd do a Halloween bag. So one night this week I might run to Carrie's and steal fabric and hopefully I can get it made. And let's say my goal will be to get it mailed out by next Saturday morning. If I get it done sooner, hip hip hooray, but we'll just make that my goal.
Yeah. Okay. So congratulations, Bridget.
Congratulations, Bridget.
Congratulations.
Thanks for watching. I don't know why you keep coming back, but thanks.
And thank you to everyone who commented. I was terrible again about answering comments. So, you know, it just is what it is. It's just been kind of a crazy couple of weeks. So
We'll get better. It'll
Yeah.
roll up pretty soon and it won't be the beginning of school and
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
get back on track.
Okay, so our next giveaway will probably be when we reach 700 subscribers, which we're like 15 away, something like that. So,
Oh, okay.
you know, in 20 years. We get 15 years subscribers. So plans, my plan is to finish this part of the Tiny Modernist Sal. And then I don't know, I'm still very on the fence about the cryptid thing, if I want to do them separately as ornaments or if I want to do them all together, because I do have enough of the border that I could do the Mothman.
Yeah.
And I just don't know. I don't know what the rest of them are going to look like. So,
You know,
I'm
I
just
also
keep it one
thought
way or the
about going ahead and doing the wall hanging and then they're tiny enough that
Yeah.
you could then do something like
Stitch them again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And I would like to stitch, I'd like to give put a start into one of the next of those squad ghouls because I like
Yeah.
them. So those are my plans.
My plans. I'm not sure what I'm gonna work on, just as I feel like working on whatever, because I have 3 whips going. I may start more on the little signs because I just have started it today and see how far I get. But I really like actually doing the border on the little squad guys too. So
Yeah.
I may work on him a little bit tonight.
I like how each of the borders is like the Frankenstein has little beakers in it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And the
Yeah,
Dracula
this one has little bats.
Yeah, and the witch has, what was the witch's one? Stars and moons, I think, or it was like moons. And then the zombie girl was bones. So they're really cute.
They are really cute.
It's a similar border to Stitch, but they all are different, have different.
Different,
keep
yeah.
it interesting.
That's
Sarah,
it for me.
Oh, I'm not really gonna make any plans and say I'm gonna do anything.
That's a good idea.
I am gonna continue working on my Oracle Sal tonight. I think I've got a couple of American Horror Story and American Horror Stories to catch up on. So I'll probably work on that at least until it gets dark. I just don't want to turn a bunch of lights on in the house because it makes it hotter. And then I'm hoping to get some stitching in tomorrow on it. And I don't know, Mom and I were watching, I cannot for the life remember the Flosstube. I'm so sorry. I know she's in Wales and that she is a year into her Flosstube too.
Oh, keep talking, I'll find it.
Okay, Carrie will look it up. Anyway, Mom and I were just watching Random Flosstubes and I saw her this morning. And she is just doing all this totally cute kind of Halloween-y things. But then the lady, now see, I said that because you all will know who we watched before that. I don't. I think it may have been Kindred Stitcher. I'm not 100% sure. But she had mentioned that she has like a spreadsheet of all her whips. And so since I'm avoiding stitching, I may seriously sit down tomorrow and just make a spreadsheet of all my whips.
All your whips.
And then she says she'll go in, she does a lot of samplers. And so she'll go in and kind of see what she has and decide that way to pull things. And I realized as I'm looking at some of my bookshelves, I have a lot of things kitted up.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know the difference between, I mean, I need to get them separated by what's kitted up and what's actually started.
Mhm.
Right.
You know, because like the Huckleberry Farm I started and I'd like to go back to it, but it's somewhere on that shelf. And I
Yeah.
just, you know, maybe I'll do something like that tomorrow since my
Have an
stitch-
organizational day.
Yeah, maybe I need an organizational day and maybe that'll get me back my stitchy mojo. So
Yeah.
I really need to do that. I want to organize my patterns, I want to organize my fabric because it's just a hot mess. And I feel like I just keep buying fabric when I know I have fabric that I could use for a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. Was it Mama Loves You GB?
maybe I literally don't know. I just know she had some really neat stuff.
Did she
She had
show this? Which is, oh, that's not it. Hold on.
No,
Well, that wasn't it. Did she show this witch's brew?
maybe.
No, I really like her.
Carrie,
I don't think Sarah's
Literally
paying
telling
attention.
you, I really don't know. I know that behind her,
Probably her.
she had a huge drum that was made from a sampler. And so now I told Mom, I kind of want to turn this into a big tall drum when I'm done.
Oh, that would be neat.
Dude.
I guarantee it was probably her.
Okay, well, fine. Anyway, so I said all that to say I'm gonna organize some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's it for stitchy stuff. So if you do not want to hear our little media corner, what we're reading, watching, or listening to, you can hit the road, click off. But if you do want to hear that, hang in here. So, but if you're
There we
leaving,
go.
you don't want to hear us ramble anymore, totally understandable because we're all kind of today. If you don't want to hear that, then thanks for stopping by and we will see you next time. But if you do want to hear that, it's going to start now. So reading, I'm finishing up. I think I have like 10 pages left, but I got too tired last night because I stitched too late. This book, Camp Murderface by Josh Burke and Sandra Mitchell. I'm still thinking it's probably more middle schooly than elementary. So when I finish it, I'm going to offer it to an elementary or to a middle school librarian, but I'm enjoying it. And there's a second one, which I will order myself to read. So just kind of fun. And
Why do you think why not middle school? Why not elementary?
just some of the stuff that's mentioned in it. Like, I think it's a little too like content wise. I think that there's things that would be over elementary kids' heads or that kind of stuff. And some of it's, there's just a few moments where it's like next level scary, although I think the Goosebumps books are pretty scary, but just, you know, I don't know.
The Mary Donning Hawn books are scary.
Yeah, we can discuss it. And perhaps I'm wrong, but I just feel like, I don't know.
You know what you could do is you could give it to one of your fifth graders who's a really strong reader and reliable.
Yeah.
Ask them to read it and ask their opinion.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's enjoyable. I don't know that it's really any worse than Goosebumps, but I don't know. Sometimes when I've read Goosebumps books, I'm like, these are a little much.
Right.
Like maybe these shouldn't be. But our kids love scary books. So,
Well,
and then I'm going to start, I think I read the first chapter, but this will be the next thing I read. It's called Me, Frida, and the Secret of the Peacock Ring. It's by Angela Cervantes, who is actually from the Kansas City area. think
Sure.
That was on the preliminary list last year.
she's on the Kansas side, like probably KCK, Wyandotte County area. So
We had some librarians who were disappointed it didn't make it to the Mark Twains.
yeah, I mean, it's about a girl whose
No, it's-
mother gets a fellowship to, I think she's going to work at a college in Mexico City. And so she has to spend her summer in Mexico, which she's not excited about because she wants to hang out with her friends. And one of the first places she visits is Frida Kahlo's house, the Casa Azul in Mexico. I guess it's not Mexico City, it's what is it, Coyoacan or something. Anyway, and it's like a mystery around Frida Kahlo's peacock ring. So, but it looks good. You had me at Frida, so.
Well,
Right.
So I'll read it next, and it's a short one. So kids' books are about where I am right now. So, and then I've just been listening to My Favorite Murders. They're actually back. They took a summer hiatus. They were off the months of June, July, and August, but they did these. They had like guest hosts come in and they would pick their favorite Karen story and favorite Georgia story. And I hadn't really listened to them because I'm like, it's just repeats of stories, but I've been listening to those and I've actually really enjoyed them. And then their first new episode came out Thursday, which is very exciting. I'm saving it for a tough day.
That's good.
So that's basically all I've been listening to because they just put me in granted, I know it's a murder podcast, but they always put me in a good mood. It's fun to listen to them. So
they are fun to listen to.
and then watching, I'm going to blank on everything I've watched. I watched, on Netflix, I think Friday it came on. There's a movie called Worth. If you are not looking for something that's it's not the most uplifting film. It's about the survivors fund after 9/11 and the attorneys, the law firm that helped decide, like they created the formula that decided what each person's life was worth, basically. But it's Michael Keaton, Stanley Tucci's in it. It's very good. It's not, I didn't cry in it. It was well done. And I don't know, I do recommend it, but go into it knowing that it's a movie about the aftermath of 9/11. So, which was 20 years ago.
I know, it's crazy.
It's so unbelievable. And then I watched State of Play, which I've seen before with Ben Affleck and Russell Crowe, sort of like a thriller. Karen and Georgia on My Favorite Murder, they replayed, one of the stories replayed was Karen covering Gacy. And she mentions this TV movie with Brian Dennehy that was done in like 92, I think. And so I'm currently watching that TV movie. It's on YouTube. It's 2 parts. It's called To Catch a Killer, and it's pretty good. And so now I'm going to watch The Deliberate Stranger, which is the Mark Harmon, Ted Bundy TV movie. I'm like,
oh yeah,
I miss TV movies. Remember TV
I know,
movies?
right?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Because a lot of them are really good. Like the Hallmark Hall of Fame movies were good. I mean, Lonesome Dove was a TV movie, and it's probably one of the most iconic miniseries ever. So anyway, yeah, I think that's it. I know there's other stuff I watched, but I can't think of it.
Me, I am not reading or listening to anything right now. I'm currently binge watching Yellowstone because there's a Yellowstone marathon all weekend.
And you and your husband can agree on that.
Yeah, that was like the only thing we can't agree on. So for you that don't know, my husband and I are quarantined because I have COVID and he likes to watch boring TV. So I've spent 3 days so far of this with a lot of ancient aliens, a lot of car shows. So Yellowstone, we agreed on. I think he's a little bored with it, but it's going to be a long 2 weeks TV wise. I did catch up on American Horror Story. And what else? I can't remember now. I watched something else last week, but now I can't remember what it was. So that's pretty much it. Just boring TV. So boring. Nothing exciting.
I'm still reading Startup Squad and Shine. I'm halfway through both. I haven't been listening to anything, and I don't know what I've been watching. There's been
It's
some
just
Burger.
mind numbing. Yeah.
I caught up on American Horror Stories. Well, I was as of last week. I think there was a new one this week. I don't
It's
know.
confusing that there's American Horror Stories and American
And then
Horror Stories.
At the same time. Like, why wouldn't it
Yes.
stagger when you bring them out?
Yeah.
So,
It's very confusing.
but I'm enjoying, I mean, I'm only 2 episodes into season 10, double feature, but I'm enjoying it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good one.
I like it.
I hope it's not gonna be disappointing like Roanoke, where the first half of the season was really, really
So
good.
good. The first
Yeah,
half.
the first half was so good, and the second half, you're like, what just happened?
What just happened
Why did
here?
we jump
Yeah.
to start? I feel like there was something fabulous I watched last weekend, but I don't know what it was.
I know. I can't remember. I need to start writing it down.
I am very excited. It's been all over Facebook that they're doing a sequel to The Accountant, that Ben Affleck movie. And I love that movie. It's
It's
kind
a
of
good movie.
It is. And it just kind of flew under the radar. And I'm really hoping, what's the girl's name?
Anna Kendrick.
Yes, I'm really hoping she's in it too, because I thought
Yeah.
she was good. So I may just go back and rewatch that. Oh, I know what I watched. I rented the Hitman Wife's Bodyguard.
Oh, was it good?
It was good. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it's still Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Hilarious. And Salma Hayek. Oh my God.
Oh, maybe I'll have to rent that and watch
a
it.
whole lot more comedies. So yeah, it's really, really good. I do know one thing I've been watching. Whenever you two send me a TikTok, I just start TikTok, and 2 hours
It's so
later,
addicting.
I'm like,
Yes.
how, wait a minute, what happened to 7 o'clock? How's it 10 o'clock?
Yeah. It's terrible.
So I have found like a couple Ryan Reynolds ones on there, and so I followed those, and so that's my big watching is Hitman,
I mean, it's-
Bodyguard, and TikTok.
TikTok is a time suck for sure.
It really is. It really is.
I mean, I literally one night I was like, it must have been at 8 because Bob's Burgers was over, and one of you had sent me something, and then I just kept scrolling, and the next
Yeah,
thing
that's
know,
what I
it's
end up
like,
doing too.
oh crap, it's 10 o'clock. I need to go to
It's
bed.
time to go to bed.
Like 1 to 3 minutes at a time, just sucking all
Yes.
the time away.
It's so true.
I was gonna mention I did watch because since making it is over, like when I have a rough day, I have to have some kind of comfort viewing, and making it is over. I've watched all the Great British Bake Off, although I watched them more than once.
Yeah.
So I started watching on YouTube, which I've heard about years ago, but I just never watched it. Escape to the Country, which is basically sort of like a British house hunters.
Oh,
okay.
They'll like take someone to like, there's someone who wanted to buy a house in the village of like or in Somerset. I mean, I'm from here, so I'm probably gonna like butcher areas and things like that. But it's funny because it's like these beautiful old homes, and like old homes, like in the United States, when we have an old historic home, it's maybe 150 years old.
Yeah.
Maybe.
People who think our home's like mom's home is pre-World War II, but
Yeah,
barely. I mean, just like barely. So your home, Carrie, is
like, it was built in like 59, I think.
yeah, and I think mine was in the 60s, and people are like, oh, that's an old house. No, you don't understand. Over in Europe, they know what old is.
Yeah.
right.
They know what old is here.
And we do have like older homes because our city is old. I mean, it's, the 3 trails. So we do have older homes around the square, but it's just fascinating, and all the different types of architecture. And it's just one of those like, beautiful countryside. And
Yes.
I don't have
That would
to
be neat to watch.
yeah. So there's a lot on YouTube, and then I think there's some random channel that has them every once in a while, but a lot of that stuff, it's hard to find over here. So if you know of other like comfort viewing, British is great, but it doesn't have to be shows, drop them below. Like, I don't mind competition shows, but like I'm a British Bake Off making it. Everybody has to get along. I'm not a big like competitive
Friendly competition shows where
Yeah.
someone might turn around and help someone who could later end up beating them. They don't care. They just do it. I think I have the last 2 episodes of Making It to watch. Maybe I'll watch those too.
I'm gonna miss it.
It's gonna be back though, right?
Oh. I feel like Making It is too good for this world. You know what I mean?
Right.
It is. I love that show.
Like NBC is gonna ruin it and be like, oh no, they're way too back. We need somebody awful on. We need
Wasn't
another
gonna be
like,
Making It with machetes.
yeah, we need another like Bachelor show or
Right, bad reality TV.
Surviving in the Naked or whatever they
no
are.
offense if you like the Bachelor.
Oh yeah, sorry. If you like those things, more power to you.
Not my jam.
It's just not our cup of tea.
No. All right, so we will let you go. As you heard, it's going to be a while before we can get together again. Who'd have thought? We've been so careful.
I mean, at least I'm vaccinated, so
Yes.
hopefully it won't
Thanks,
last forever.
You are, and you've been doing what you've been supposed to be
Yeah.
doing. I
Yes.
told her anytime she goes somewhere now, she needs this. Says, I'm vaccinated and doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I have done my part.
But you people need to get on board.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like in all seriousness, like I'm not going to preach at you, but you know, it's FDA approved now, folks. Like, let's do what we got to do because I want my kids at school to be able to come to school and then not have to
Yes.
worry about that. And if you're not doing it for anyone else, any adults, any whatever, or for
Do it
yourself,
for every child under the age of 12.
yeah, because they can't get it yet, and it's
And
No, we gotta
even
do what we
in
can.
schools where there are mask mandates, we have kids testing positive.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
been
so-
crazy.
Scary. So because
you got to do,
it's
folks.
gonna find somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have
So-
never have thought, honestly, for somebody who very rarely leaves my house and I am masked up, and I was super shocked when that's what it came back as. So
And if you
Like-
happen to live in a city like ours, which is pretty high, like we have a pretty high infection rate at the moment, and we want to pretend it's normal. Just, you know, if you can find a neighboring place to go shop that takes it a little more seriously, do that, or do pickup or delivery, which is what I do.
yeah,
Crazy that we still feel like we have to do this far in when we've kind of done everything.
I know
we
it.
have to do, but don't get me started.
right.
Oh God, please don't get her started.
We don't want to do that.
Don't open up my pit of rage.
So if
Forget
there's
the
some
rage.
viewers after that, we understand.
Is what it is, but I'm not going to stop asking people to
But
get back.
she's
to
not
it, so,
gonna-
No,
no,
it's,
because
it's a fair request.
yeah, I think we want to. I just want it to be done. I want to live our
There's
life.
some normalcy would be nice.
Yeah, I want to go to the movies.
Yes, I want to eat at Nick and Jake's.
Whitney and I want to go to Tennessee on spring break.
This is true.
I want to start saying I don't want to leave the house because I want to stop saying it's because of COVID. I want to go back to my original excuses. I just
Right,
want
like I
house.
just want to be a hermit.
Just want to be a hermit. But no, now I have to say I want to be a hermit because the world's falling apart. And because we live in Independence where we have crazy people running our city.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just nuts. All right, but on that note, we will let you go because we rambled a lot and we've
We did.
preached at you and
We
whatnot.
probably
but
lost 600 viewers. So
Right.
it is
We'll
what
be
it is.
starting all over again. That's okay though.
okay.
So I hope.
Wait a minute. Here's what I want to know. Okay. Mom was watching someone who only had 9 videos, very nice person with an accent, 7,000 followers.
It's the accent.
And then we're watching the lady from Wales, very nice person, celebrating her 1 year, 8,000 followers.
Yeah, she's amazing though.
We're not that amazing.
We're not that awesome. We get it. Okay.
Our
Yeah.
accents are
I
annoying.
don't understand why anyone comes back.
We're sort of
I could get rid of these two. I'd ditch
It's
them in a hot
true.
minute.
Yeah.
But
Our accents are somewhere between Midwestern and Southern. and
Mom
it's
said we
really
need to
great.
start
Right.
speaking with accents. And so I was trying to get my hillbilly on and
Yeah.
I
Oh,
couldn't.
we got accents. I'm sure anyone
Yeah,
will tell you. we got
They're not
accents.
very good ones, but we got them.
Mine comes out the more I drink. So maybe I should start drinking. for these videos.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody
Anyway,
wants that either.
we
So
love it.
congratulations to Bridget Shamrock. I will
Yes,
put a mention in the
congratulations,
comment
Bridget.
and I will put our email address in the description. So
And quite honestly, like if 10 people were watching, we would still do this every week because at least
absolutely.
it
We
always
do this every week if no one was watching.
yeah,
Just
like
Right.
we
It's
can
true.
do
puts us in a better mood, which
Yes,
lately
it
is
does help.
something we need. So
yes, I'm in a much
Yes.
better mood than before I signed on. That's true.
Yes.
all right, so we will let you go because now we've really, I mean, this is
Now we've gone off the rails
It's just
completely.
so
It's
bad.
just-
I
In
just-
fact,
sorry.
it's so far off the rails, we can't even see the train tracks.
Right.
And I hope that you all stay healthy and stay safe and that fall comes soon.
Yes.
'Cause I'm ready.
Yes.
Go drink a
be
nice
nice.
pumpkin spice, whatever.
Yeah. Whatever your fall thing is.
Ditch
Okay.
your Halloweeny stuff.
Hold on. Have
Oh,
you
no.
either of you had a pumpkin spice anything yet?
Yeah, I've had a chai. Well, I've had the
I've-
cold foam.
Oh,
Yeah, I've had the cold foam.
all right. My pumpkin spice the other day didn't taste the same. It was like
Somebody said they've changed the formula.
okay.
Oh no.
I'll tell you, the cold foam still good.
The
Yeah,
cold foam
it's
takes
okay.
that place where the chai could be, and I'm not gonna mess with that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Best part.
That's like an inch and a half where chai could be.
I
No.
know, but it's so good.
All right, we're leaving.
All right, we're really
Okay, we're done.
okay.
Bye.
I'm clicking off in 1, 2.
Bye. See you real soon.